year-round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Always some extra excitement when you get to the first major championship of the year, and here we are. Rich Lutter alongside Frank Nobila. We're at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, for the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Partner, this is a big one.
It certainly is, Rich, and being the first major of the year, you know the players are going to be a little bit more nervous. Anticipations of a great year are going to start right here this week at Wolf Creek. And you're going to have to make all those adjustments out there. Is your game ready? Can you adjust for the changes of elevation? And do you have the confidence to go all the way and pick up the first major championship of the year?
That is just a beautiful shot. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, couldn't have done much better than that. And the eagle is looking very likely. Off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee, and it's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you've got a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill, and once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, uphill shot, what did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after.
Birdie right there, and a good score. How about 8 under for the tournament? How about this hole, Frank, par 5, 5th?
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want it, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you can see you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Nice. Looks good.
Sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, what do we have with this approach here to the par 5?
A good tee shot across that stream there is going to leave an uphill second shot, and this green is raised in the front, very narrow between those 2 bunkers. It's going to take something rather special to carry the ball up high enough and land it soft enough to keep it on this par 5 and 2.
play right there. The approach. Another good look. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. Now onto the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot. That's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left, get it down there on the flat. A little pitch, you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie. It's going to make that second shot that much harder. Safely on deck.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. How about that? Every green in regulation. Excellent ball striking today. Really starting to shine. Close to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, a par is all you need. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance even with a wedge in hand to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Contact, good result. This has really been an airtight performance to this point, just flawless. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Beautiful stroke right there. Finds the bottom of the cup with ease. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th. Nice way to start off the back nine. Frank, this is a pretty challenging approach shot here at the 10th.
It's certainly one of the longest second shots you'll play into a par 4 at Wolf Creek. You're coming off a lie with the ball slightly above your feet, so that's a hook shot. And you're really hitting a hook shot into a green that's designed to hit a cut. It makes this shot a little bit more challenging, so just be a little careful here.
shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. But you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you can make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Excellent looking shot here. Good tee shot, right in the short grass. Let's see what they do from a good lie in the fairway, 180 yards to go. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That was just a gutsy shot right there. Good look at even coming up.
Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par. Always two components to the long lag, but the speed, number one. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards. What a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a whole... Oh, if this is up, it's good.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. The approach here at 14, what do you like, Frank?
Well, it's a dogleg right to left, and the green is also shaped that way, Rich, so it suits a draw off the tee, and it's going to suit a draw coming in. And that draw you're going to get by virtue of the fairway that slopes from right to left, which encourages that shape of shot. And you should be able to use the natural contours of this green. You work it out, you're going to be rewarded.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. to show this tournament is 18 under par. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there.
Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach too. And Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
That strike.
Just top of the tree.
Almost. Wow. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make it 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse. Loving that balance.
Good contact, good result. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. This to win the EA Sports Spring Invitational. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Problems there.
It keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on.